Yo, this is your boy Ashley Waters. Lock up your daughters. Right now, you're watching Music and Juice.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Ski. You're locked into Music and Juice TV. And right now, I'm joined by an actor, a rapper, an all-round top boy. It's Mr. Ashley Waters.
It's good, man.
What's going on, sir?
Yeah, good, brother. Good.
Cool, man. So, what brings you to Liverpool tonight?
Just come to the Mobo's film in what's the cinema called? Fact. Yeah. Pretty much to come and talk about film, how I got myself into it, what I do, to get myself through it.
Yeah.
And then we showed Bullet Boy. It's a film I did kind of at the beginning of my career, my acting career. So it was a good look, man. Good night.
That's cool. So I know you've been working on new music. You've got a new track with Alesha Dixon.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Pretty much just kind of signed an independent record deal. Went in and started working with a group of producers called The Fairground. And they worked with Jay Sean and they worked with Alesha already, so we went in, we started writing the track and had the hook to finish, and they just we had Alesha in last week, should we call her in? And it was just made sense, you know what I mean? It's the song's about relationships going wrong and then getting over a relationship that's gone wrong, and we both kind of been through that experience, me more recently, so just made sense to do it together.
You need to put in a good word for me.
What, with her? I'm trying to put a good word in for myself.
So, can we expect the new Ashley Waters album?
Yeah, definitely. That's the plan. Definitely working hard on that at the moment, just trying to devise everything and get everything together. So it's a good look. You probably get a mixtape before that. We've got a mixtape called The Quan that we've been working on for the last 9 months now, building tracks. So that will probably hit before in the next few months or beginning of next year, and then the rest will follow.
Can you reveal any features?
We haven't got any features on it at the moment. It's pretty much predominantly just all me. There's a lot of spaces there for people to come through. I'm trying to holler at Chip and Wretch and a few other people at the moment, but I've spoke to Wretch said he's happy to do something, so it's all good.
So coming from your background in So Solid, do you feel any pressure to stick to a more grittier, grimier sound?
Not really. I just go with the flow, man. I go with what makes me feel good and what I think people are going to want to listen to. I got no airs and graces, and So Solid was nearly a decade now for me. So in those 10 years, I've had more kids, I've grown up, I've changed myself. I'm 30, and I'm obviously
it's not that old.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I'm obviously not doing the same things I was doing when I was 22 or 20 or 19. So it's about reflecting that through the music, and if that means the sound changes or maybe my flow changes a bit, then so be it. So
I know you're always working on new TV, cinema. What projects do you have in the works?
Well, just going back in for Top Boy 2, to be honest. We start shooting the Top Boy Season 2 in December. That'll be on the screens next year. I've got an episode of Doctor Who coming out that I shot recently, so I've got a guest lead in one episode on that. And I directed my own pilot short called The Charlatans, which we'll be putting out there soon as well. And then we got a feature film that we're working on with my production company for next year called Break. Hopefully I'll be directing, and a film I'm producing I wrote with Noel Clark called Full Clip. Yeah. So yeah, it's a good look, man. There's a lot of stuff going on, and quite a bit.
That's sick. So given your experience in cinema and in film and in music as well, what advice would you give to aspiring musicians or aspiring actors?
I'd say just a lot of this thing is about failing and kind of learning from your mistakes, and I think sometimes I meet a lot of brilliant actors that never kind of made it, and when I get down to talking to them about why they didn't, it's usually because they gave up. And so I think it's about persistence, it's about determination, and even when you're being told no or you can't do something, that you got to be headstrong and know that you can, and it might just take longer than you thought. This whole thing is 80 to 90% of people rejecting you, and you got to live for the 10 or 20% that is positive.
Yeah, some real talk. So given all you've achieved, what would you like to achieve in the coming years?
As I said, I'd just like to be, hopefully with the acting, I think people take me seriously now. I'd like to achieve the same thing as a solo artist musically. I think the climate's different at the moment, obviously, from when I was in Soul Solitaire. It's about establishing myself in the market that's out there in the moment. And also I'd like to be accepted as an equal by my peers as a director as well. I think that's the aim. So for over the next decade, if I can achieve that through talk again, and I'm talked about as a good a director as I am actor, then it'll be a good look. Same with the music.
Yeah, man. I wish you luck, man. So
thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us on Music and Juice.
Bless, bro.
Keep it locked, folks.
I'll never make the same mistakes again. Baby, you'll learn from what I went
It's
through.
been so many hours.
So many hours.
And so